Hi guys, Miss Night Terror here. I hope everyone's having a great weekend. Just want to say it'll soon be Christmas. So that means I will be bringing out a special video just for yous. And it will be based on Christmas and it'll be terrifying and it will be based on true events. So please keep your eyes and ears open for it. And also this video, if you do like it, I hope you find it very, very creepy. Please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe and share the videos as much as possible. Thanks. And also, I am on Facebook, Twitter and Google+. See you soon. Bye! Charlotte was only 13. She was the middle child within a large, devotedly Christian family. She had 3 older sisters, a younger sister, and a younger brother. At some point during the 8th grade, a friend let her borrow a ouija board one weekend. And that weekend, Charlotte and her older sisters played with the board. They did so in secret late at night because they knew how strongly their parents would disapprove. That weekend, the mysterious talking board mesmerised Charlotte. Charlotte became obsessed with it. She could think of nothing else and soon had a list of questions that she wanted to ask the board. Charlotte had an hour every day after school where she was alone in the house before her older sisters returned from high school. So Monday afternoon, right after getting home from school, she cautiously crept up to her room. She set up the ouija board on her bed and gently laid her fingertips on top of the pointer. After just 10 minutes of sitting quietly, the pointer started to jerk softly across the board. It spelled out H-I. Cindy's breath caught in her throat. "Hi," she answered. "Who are you?" J-A-K-E. A shock ran through Charlotte. Jake was a friend of hers who died in a car accident in the 4th grade. "Jake, is that really you?" Charlotte sat up, her arms shaking with excitement. The pointer moved quickly up to yes. Over the next hour, Charlotte held a conversation with Jake. Every day after school, Charlotte would race up to her room and have a conversation with Jake about her life and about her future. But after a few days, the conversations became darker and angrier. By the 2nd week, Charlotte had the impression that she wasn't talking with Jake, but instead with a dark and terrible imposter. Finally, by the end of the 2nd week, the entity revealed itself as a demon and threatened Charlotte that if she told anyone about their conversations, she would die. That Friday night when her sisters got home, they found Charlotte curled up in a corner crying. It took a week in a mental facility before Charlotte could recover from the emotional damage that the entity caused her during those fateful weeks of her childhood. One summer, 3 middle school boys discovered a ouija board in a trash bin outside a local apartment building. Tom, the oldest, was terribly cruel to the younger boy, Josh. He would often punch Josh jokingly in the arm, but so hard that it would bruise. Other times he would call Josh stupid. The 3rd boy, Chris, would avoid the abuse by remaining silent. Secretly, Chris and Josh disliked Tom's behaviour, but they tolerated it because they had no other friends. That summer, the 3 boys took the discovered ouija board to Tom's house, where he was alone most of the time anyway. His father was always working, and his mum had passed away years earlier. As the 3 boys sat in the middle of the living room, with their hands on the pointer. They became bored after 20 minutes of waiting. When they were just about to give up, the pointer budged. Finally, it spelled out Getaway. Get away! I live here, Tom barked. The pointer started moving more briskly in a figure of 8. N-O-W. That's weird. I wonder what it means, Chris said, glancing at Tom and Josh. He looked back at the board. Where should we go? Chris asked. I-T-H-U-R-T-S. Oh, this is stupid, Tom said. He looked at Josh and Chris. You guys are doing this. Let's test it. Josh, let go. Josh removed his hands from the pointer. Now ask it a question that only you will know, Tom ordered. Josh immediately asked, Who's the person who keeps hitting me? Tom gave Josh a nasty glare, but the pointer was already moving quickly. A-S-K-T-O-M, it answered. This is stupid, Tom said. D-A-D, the board spelled. Huh? Chris said, staring at the board. I think this question is for Tom. He glanced up at Josh, and they exchanged confused expressions. D-A-D, it spelled again. Tom's breathing started to race. His face turned red, and sweat formed on his brow. D-A-D, it spelled a third time. Tom jumped up and ran from the room crying. It was the first time Josh and Chris had ever seen or heard Tom cry. They only learned a few days later that Tom's father routinely abused him. Somehow, the Ouija board knew Tom's innermost secret. In 1935, a man shot his wife 4 times in the back. Arrested by police at the time of the incident, the 78-year-old husband described his stressful relationship with his wife following her consultation with a Ouija board. His wife claimed to receive messages during weekly consultations of his infidelity with a neighbouring woman. The board allegedly told her that he gave the woman a great deal of money. After each consultation, the wife would give her husband a dark look and announce that she caught him in yet another lie. Over the course of several weeks, the wife tied him to the bedposts with wires and whipped his body with knotted ropes. She used a burning poker to wound him and stab him in the skins with a knife. Finally, under the brunt of bodily torture, he confessed anything she wanted to hear when she put a gun to his head. Satisfied by his confession, she left the gun on the nightstand. Freed yet still terrified, the husband seized the gun and shot her in the back before she could inflict any further harm. The courts ruled the murder a justifiable homicide, since the husband was reasonably in fear for his life. Hi guys, just want to say thanks for listening and I hope you really enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe and I'll see you soon. Bye!